BullX Neo is finally out, the long-awaited update to BullX, and I'm going to be going over and splitting this video up into two sections. For the first section, we're going to be going over every single thing that is new, like the wallet tracker here, which is just overpowered, and just trust me, there's a bunch. And then the second part, we're going to be going over all of the best settings to be using, the best filters to be using, the best gas fees so that you can get filled, and all the new settings on like the wallet tracker and all that so that you understand the platform. But first, if you guys do want to sign up to BullX Neo, I have a link so that you will bypass the waitlist queue. It'll be the first link in the description. And yeah, if you want to sign up to it and get access to all of this, just sign up right now. It should be available. So the first thing we're going to look at is NeoVision, which has just been renamed from Pump Vision, and you can do it on Solana or Tron. And I think they'll have ETH by the time you're actually watching this, since I'm on an early access video. But you can see there's a new creations, the about to graduate and the graduated, like we're all familiar with. Okay, and I'm going to talk about what's new here. So first of all, you can see that the graphs are here, and this is amazing to look at. You'll be able to see the graphs, see it, like it's quite easy to see if something's bundled. Look at this, for example. I don't even need to go on this. Media and this all look like they're bundled. Instantly up buys like that. If we go onto their chart, this is a whole other thing, but look, you see complete from 19K to 60K. Instantly, you know that's bundled. You can already like cross out a bunch of tokens just by seeing the graph, making sure the graph looks somewhat, realistic, and it looks like it's not being manipulated. Like I guess something like this doesn't look that manipulated a little bit, but I don't know. What do we see? Like this, for example, this looks okay. And so then they've also added some new filters. So let's go over here, and I'm going to drag this over to the side. If we have a look over here, we have a search, which I haven't actually ended up using, but we have a bonding curve percentage. I don't think this was a thing before, but one of the amazing things that they've added are, look at these, like sniper wallets, insider wallet supply, bot users, 5-minute price change, 5-minute volume, market cap, which has always been there, and then token age for the minute. I think this is really interesting. Now you can get pretty crazy with these settings. I remember in an old video, I said that if you want to filter out a bunch of these, you can put your market cap to like 8,000. I'm not going to get into settings now. I'll get into it in a bit, but then you'll be able to filter out all of these. So there's a bunch that you can do, right? And on that, I'm just going to click onto a token so that we can actually see all of the things that have been added to BullX Neo in this token feature. So the pool is currently being migrated to Radium now. This is normal, right? This is how it always has been, but you can see the UI is looking a little bit different here. You can see the default up here. Let me just bring this down. You can see, look down here, you have the liquidity pool creator, the CA deployer, the amount of snipers, and this is amazing. Look at this. Let me move this out of the way as well. You can see the $9 in the first 70 buys. So you can see the first 70 buyers, what they've done. So total bought 94%. Top 10 holders is 18%. You can see 3 have held these 3 buys. And then these have sold part, and then these have sold all. This is so cool, honestly. And it shows that these ones are snipers, right? You can see this on any token, and it is amazing, honestly. It's just a great way to see if something's bundled or not as well. We still have top 10 holders here, and we have dev holding, which is great. And as well, look at this, bot users. It's just so interesting, the statistics we can get here. Okay, so if we go down to trades, you can see we have basically all the trades here. They've made it a little bit better. You can now filter stuff, which they didn't have before, which I know was a big issue for me. Let me just clear this. You can see the orders here, which I'm just not going to get into. Your position, this is my position. I might just sell this so that I have some funds to work with when we're going through this. We can see the holders. Now look at this. We go to the holders thing. You can see a graph of the holders. You can see 633 holders. It's steadily going up as the market cap's going up. The amount of insiders holding, really interesting stuff too. The bot users, so the amount of users that are using bots, and the top 10 holders is at 37% right now, which is a bit crazy. That's a very high percentage amount. Look at this. If we go into the second holder and we just click on him, we'll be able to see a graph coming up here. Look how sick this is. We zoom out, we can see when they bought, when they've sold as well. But like you can see he bought up here. If we actually change it to like, I don't know, the 30-minute chart, we'll be able to see a little more clearly. You can see bought all around here, and he has been holding it ever since. And you can see he's the second top holder. And we can also see when he was last active. I mean, how cool is that? They're just giving us more statistics to trade on. And yeah, I don't know. It's like impossible to not upgrade to this. Like you've got such a disadvantage if you're not. So we have top traders here, and then we can also see the dev token. So this is, I guess, what else he's launched or what? No, this is the tokens that he's holding on something else. Let me just again move my camera here so you can see. Look, if we can see the liquidity, the amount USD, and the market cap. So the liquidity of his past token. So €1 is actually 16K liquidity, and you can see the price here. The market cap is 39K. So this is not dead right now. And we can see the P&L that I think he's made from this token. So like $400 from Pig My Goat. So it's really interesting stuff, right? We can see the developer and what they're actually buying into. Now we have all this other stuff over here. We have the buy and sell, but I'm gonna get into those stuff in a minute. Not much has changed. We do have a DCA section here, but I'm gonna get into the actual settings you should be using towards the end of the video. So we're gonna move on from this. Actually, hold on, we have display options here. We can see dev trades, orders, tracked wallets, and my trades. I'm gonna get into tracked wallets now actually, because I think they're really interesting. And to go to the tracked wallet section, we go down all the way down to wallet tracker here. So if you click on wallet tracker, you can see I have a couple of wallets on my own. And yeah, these are wallets that I have in my Discord server. So if you want to join, you can join. But yeah, basically, these wallets are just people that are high traders. And I'm going to see if I can find anyone who's like currently trading right now in my Discord. Let's see. Okay, we're just going to take the CA of something that I know one of the wallets has traded. And you can see here, let's just go to the 1 second. I mean, this dumped down pretty hard, but you can see one of the wallets that I'm tracking, which I think is Stacky here. Yeah, one of the wallets I'm tracking, Stacky, he bought in at 13K market cap. And so you can basically see this in real time. Whenever he goes and he buys a token, you can see on the chart that he's bought, and you can see as soon as he buys, people copy trade him, etc. So you can see it was pumping up, and then he was able to sell here at 50K market cap with a clear 5x. He was able to get all of his tokens out and sell 7,000. What the hell? God damn, he made a lot of money off that. Yeah, he was able to sell 7,000 and make a 5x just like that. But you can see how this is useful if you have a chart that has been traded a lot. I'm going to see if I can find maybe one other chart. Let's see. This one might be a. Let's see on the sellers, right? You can see here. So there's Stacky again, and that orange is orangey, of course. But you can see Stacky bought in here at the 30K market cap range. It pumped up to 50K. He continued to buy, bought 2,000 worth. It was pumping up. Looks like RNG bought over here at the 130K market cap range. Then Stacky was selling off around here as well. Then RNG ended up selling back down here. I think he took a loss on that. But like, yeah, you can basically see how useful this is. Let's say you got in at this point, you can see, oh my God, this wallet bought in, you know, and then make a play based on that. You know, is this Stacky person I'm tracking? He's quite a volatile trader, right? He will sell pretty quickly. You need to know, I need to get out quickly before he's clipping his bags, right? It's just useful stuff like that, right? And this wallet tracker is amazing. I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up. So I'm going to take Red's wallet. This is Red's wallet from, if you guys saw the challenge video, let's remove him. And I'm going to show you how you can set this up. So you just go up to add a wallet and you just click the plus here. You can enter the wallet name. I'm going to enter Red, and you enter the wallet address. This is the wallet address for the challenge video I did with Red. You can see it's been added. It will just do this, and you can just pick any emote you want. Like, I don't know, this emote, right? And you can add a tag on the wallet. It'll show you the chain that it's on. And you can also click this alert thing. And this will show you, this will give you an alert whenever someone trades. But I really do not like this alert at all. And I would recommend not using it. You'll get the alerts down here that someone bought in. You can see one of my wallets bought in here, but the alert you get, it doesn't actually come up as a pop-up. It just gives you a really annoying sound. I probably won't be able to test it here, but I'm just saying what I think you should be doing is either joining a Discord server that tracks wallets like mine, or using like Cello or Raybot and track your own wallets. And you get your alerts and put like your Telegram here. on your monitor to see it, because it's not, their alerts feature is not fully developed yet, and I don't think it's very good for what it's at right now. But the wallet tracking, the fact that it's on the charts, it's just amazing. But yeah, the alerts here, I would just take them off. But then basically, once you've set up all these wallets, you can just go ahead and go into any chart that these guys have traded. You know, I just go to my alerts here. If I just turn these back on again, I can just go to the alerts and see something that someone's traded. Like Geek has traded this one, right? We just go in and we can see that he was buying in here and all the way down here too. So you can see, I don't know, here, this is where he was selling. He actually ended up buying it way earlier. God damn, he bought it at like 400k market cap and sold it 8 mil. Damn, all right, anyways. But yeah, you can basically see, this is how you can see all the wallets. It's so useful. You need to be using the wallet thing. Get good wallets, put them down here, and then up here you can just turn your tracked wallets off, turn them back on, and you can also turn off your trades or something like that if you want to get rid of them, or you know, the dev trades or the orders. There you go. Just amazing features. Now the last thing I want to get into is this multi-chart thing. Now this is less so important, but I'm still going to go into it. Just basically, it's basically just a multi-chart. It's kind of like the deck screener one. If you go on deck screener, you know, people have that multi-chart up here. It's just nice to have it. You know, BullX is feeling a little bit more like a deck screener when they add stuff like this. But let's just remove it for right now. And we're gonna add in this other thing that I traded. I'm gonna probably sell in a sec, so I can do some examples. I might have some funds in my wallet, but look, I just put the chart in, right? Let's just click that. Oh, we have all these recent ones I've looked at. $9. Let's do that. And you know, this can just be a great way if you guys want to be tracking a lot of things. You can have all of them open at the same time and watch all their charts in real time. And you can also have multiple tabs. So you can have a tab for like, you know, your Deegan plays. You can have a tab for, you know, your long-term holdings and stuff like that. So you can separate them like that, as well as if you go up here, you can actually put as many columns as you want and hide them. So you can, you know, I could just have these 3 like that, even though that's kind of annoying, but you know, you can just adjust them like that. Really useful. Great that these guys are giving us these features. So now let's actually get into the filters that are going to help you find 100x coins. Now, you can definitely trade with no filters. I'm not saying that, but if you want a good way to get rid of a lot of the bad tokens, here's some things you can do. Okay, so we have top 10 holders. I'm going to move my camera a little further out the way. Top 10 holders here, I would keep this off, but I would put at least one social on. Now, we have dev holding percentage. Let's put that at a max of 5%, because I think that dev with more than enough, will have more than that is too much. Now, sniper wallets, let's put this at like 10. Bot users, I'm going to turn that off. Now we have 5-minute price change and 5-minute volume. Really cool stuff. This really cool stuff. Now this you'd have to set up as a whole separate thing, you know, like minimum 5-minute price change you can put as like, I don't know, like 30% you want, and that'll basically show you what is moving with high volume. It's really, I'm sure it's really useful, because in my server we have something that alerts everybody if something has had over 15 SOL in volume. So this is like kind of like that, but on a different scale. And we can have 5-minute volume here, so I guess you can have, yeah, you can have 20,000. It won't alert you like my server does, but it will be like a filter so that you can see stuff. Now, market cap, you can put the minimum here. I think it would be okay to put the minimum to like 8,000, and then you can put the token age. And this is, you could kind of change that. You could maybe do like, no, I wouldn't. I would leave this empty because you want to catch the runners, right? So look at that. I filtered this down now to tokens now that are literally just out of the gate here. But these guys all have a social. They all have the developer not holding more than 5%. What other filters do we have there? The market cap's over 8,000. So it's something that is actually getting a little bit of volume. So this could be an example of like, what is this? First robotic card. We can go into this, right? You'll be logged out of your new account in 5 minutes. Your accounts will be accessible under legacy.bullx. Oh my God, I gotta be quick with this video. Okay, I'm gonna get this done in the next 5 minutes because they're about to put the update out. Right, let's talk about the buy filters, right? Basically, what I was just saying beforehand there is you can see tokens like this and you can scan them and you can find good ones by doing the filters like that. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna do, but you know, maybe, I mean, the dev sold here. So if the dev sold up here and dumped down, maybe that's a good time to buy in. Let's go over to the settings now for over here. So the buy and sell gas, now the default is this basically. And I do not think the default settings on BullX are good. I think if anybody knows, BullX has a lot of fees, and I would, okay, it depends on the volume you're trading with, but if you are trading with a good amount of volume, I would say that these fees are maybe too low. And I know you could put 0.015 if you have, like, let's say 5 or 10 SOL that you have, and you're trading with like 2 or 3 SOL buys. This would probably be better settings. And again, it depends on what you're trenching. If you're buying into higher market cap things, you probably don't need high gas fees. But if you're buying into trenching stuff, absolutely you will need. Right, but I think so. These are the default settings here. You can leave them default. But what I would do is I would slash these in half instantly. Yeah, if you slash them in half or even just like this, 0.075, I think this is a good fee amount to have. If you're aping in with a lot of size, I would probably put it to half, and that kind of covers, like, you know, mid-range traders that are trading with 1 SOL to people who are trading with less than 1 SOL. So I would slash these in half, and I would do the exact same with your sell settings here. Now you might find some problems if depending on the market cap. Now here's something I want to say as well. If you're trenching, there's 2 separate ways you can go around doing the slippage and the MEV protection. Now the first way is you can have the slippage stay at 30% or even 40% and enable MEV protection. This will mean you won't get MEV botted, which basically means you get sandwiched between orders. And like, let's say I bought in here right now without the MEV protection and I had like 50% slippage. There's a chance I might get filled at not 9K market cap. If it was 50%, I could get filled at 18K market cap. An order will buy before me and sell after me, basically sandwiching me in the order. So if you want to trade with high slippage, you have to enable MEV protection usually. Unless you want the risks, I would put the MEV protection like that. Now, this next way you could do it is to disable MEV protection, but put your slippage down to like 20%. And this will mean you get faster sell. You will get faster fills with MEV protection off, disabled. But you need to turn the slippage to like 15%. I would say 15% is the sweet spot, but even 10% on some things. You know, you also don't really want to be getting filled with higher slippage than like 30%, you know? So it depends what coin it is, of course. If it's something that's super hyped, you probably need to put your slippage up and have a different profile for that. But for default, I would put your slippage to maybe like 15%, disable your MEV bot protection, and I would go onto the sell settings, make sure your bribes are the same, and you can honestly put your slippage to something a little higher, like 20 or 25%, and keep MEV protection off for this. Now, there is a way you can get reverse MEV'd where they somehow sell before you and buy after you, even though they never had any tokens in the first place. But yeah, I don't think you need to mainly worry about that because it doesn't usually happen that often. But just don't have your slippage to like 50%. Keep it to like 20, 25, and keep your MEV protection disabled, and that will keep your orders very quick. Now, again, if you guys are going to be doing, I don't know, trenching with more volume, put your fees back up to 0.1, put your slippage to like 20, I would say 25, and you can enable MEV protection if you want to do like 40%, if you're aping into something that's like, I don't know, Elon Musk just tweeted and you need to get in a buy, and you know, by the time your transaction goes through and fails or whatever, that 40% slippage is needed, you know? But yeah, that's what my advice would be for you guys. The settings I would work with are 0.005, and I would put your slippage to, I would say 15% and disable. Those are the settings I think are best for most traders. If you're trading with less volume, like much less volume, then you can lower your fees, maybe cut these in half again, but you're going to be risking yourself getting worse fills and you're not going to get in at the right time. So I would probably keep it like this unless you're trading with, I mean, obviously if you're trading with like $10 or $20 or something crazy small like that, just put this as low as it can go because you're not going to get any, you're going to get rinsed on fees. But regardless, I think these are the best settings, and this is what I personally use when I'm trading with decent volume, not too high volume. But yeah, that's basically what I would go with. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the settings and the new features for BullX now. I hope you guys utilize this. Make sure to use my link in the description. Check it out. You are just at a disadvantage if you're not using this with trading. But yeah, that's basically it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.